Okay, so actually this morning I was on Twitter and I saw a picture, and it was a guy in a shirt, and he had a smiley face on his shirt, and a guy walks up to him and he says, "Hey man, where'd you get that shirt? I've been looking for it forever." He goes, "Oh, I made it." So this is kind of what my entire TED Talk is talking about. It's talking about happiness, how it starts with yourself, hence smiley face on the board. So the night was November 18th. I got to see a person I like to model my life after. I got to see the myth, the man, the legend, Mac DeMarco, who I think is the happiest man on the planet. Look at that smile. I cannot think that man is the happiest person. He lives a life where material wealth does not define who he is. He lives a life where he is very rich. He makes a lot of money with the music that he makes in his band, tours all the time. He makes a lot of money. But he lives in a small house. He lives in a small house on the lake. He does things that he wants to do. He doesn't drive a nice car. He kind of lives a life that I want to model my life after. So I look at my life as happiness is about respect, not riches. And that's actually a study shows that people who are respected tend to be more happy than people who care about personal riches and so on. So personally, this outlook has an effect on me because I think if I respect myself, other people will respect me just as much. So that it all ties in together with a personal happiness. A person who embodies a happy lifestyle, like I said, Mac DeMarco is a perfect example. He lives a very happy life because he doesn't care about personal riches. He respects himself, he respects others, hence people like him. He's a happy man. Simple as that. In order for people to be happy, it starts with themselves. It starts with someone being happy, being the person that they truly are, following what they love. People, the happiest in life are the people that follow their dreams, which gets to my next point that I'm talking about. And this is just science that says stuff about the dreams. Anyway, next point. I got a lot of big dreams in life. I want to do a lot of things that some people say are ridiculous, some things that people are like, oh God, you can't do that. But what can I say? I'm a dreamer. I have a quote that I want to use here. This quote says, "There aren't dreamers, they just act on their desires. Instead of getting stuck in their dreams, they snap into action, no matter what it takes. Whether it's quitting a job, getting out of a relationship that holds them back, investing in themselves, or moving to a new location, they have the courage to do it. They do this by listening and acting on their own intuition." So this personally speaks to me because I want to do a lot of crazy things in my life. I got a lot of big dreams and hopes. So that's kind of what this is all about. Like I want to go skiing I want to retire early, become a ski bum the rest of my life. That's kind of a big dream that I have. So personally, with me being happy, that's what it all ties into, is personal dreams, things that I want to do, things that make me me. The next main idea that I really want to talk about is it doesn't matter what other people think of you. It only matters about what you think of yourself. I have another quote I want to use. It's the definition of self-esteem. In sociology and psychology, self-esteem reflects a person's overall subjective emotional evaluation of his or her own worth. It's a judgment of oneself as well as an attitude towards the self. So society cares a lot about people's public image. Like you look on the news or anything, the people that run these things think that it's all about, oh, this person has that, this person is the best looking, this person is great at what they do. It's not about that. It's about the person that you truly are. There's a reason it's called self-esteem. It's about the self. Society cares a lot about personal riches. Like you see, this person has the nicest car, this person has the nicest boat, yacht, most money. Going back to Mac DeMarco, he's got a lot of money. He doesn't flash it or anything like that. He's a happy person because he is the person that he truly is. Going back onto, like I said, Mac DeMarco, he lives a life where he doesn't care about personal riches. All he cares about is making himself happy. He is happy because he lives a life for himself. He makes others happy along with him, which is great. If you can live a life where you're happy with what you do, you can live a life where people are happy with what you do as well. They can be happy with you, and so on and so forth. What people should try and do in their lives is best. People should live for themselves and not live for what other people think they should live for. So basically that means is be the person that you think you are. It doesn't care, you shouldn't care about what other people think of you, because in the long run, really you're the only person that you truly are. Like fake friends will be there, come and go. That's really about the real ones that stick with you the entire way are the ones that see you for your true self. So that's personally kind of a style of life that I like to, there he is again, sorry. A personal style of life that I try and embody is living for your true self. Personally, I don't care about what people think of me. I do things because I want to do them. I think it's best because why not try something new? Why not do something a little different? People respect you for doing that. People respect you for being an individual, which is really good. Yeah, and that's kind of how I embody Mac DeMarco also in it, because he lives for, like I've said 1,000 times in this so far, he lives for the person that he is, and other people respect him for that. Another main idea that I really want to cover on is thinking outside the box, or going outside the comfort zone. I couldn't find an image for thinking outside one's comfort zone, so I did thinking outside the box. It's kind of the same general idea, but society is too comfortable with being in their general box, I think. If people don't go outside their box, they won't be exposed to anything new. So in life, I try and embody going out of my comfort zone, being the person that I think I truly am. I try and go and do new things as much as possible. I try, whether that be talking to a new group of friends or talking to someone I've never talked to before, because it's really cool to see their thoughts and characteristics. And I think that's a key component to making yourself happy, is going outside of your comfort zones, doing things that you generally don't want to do. In life, it's proven that people that branch out of their comfort zone tend to be more successful, just out of facts. I mean, if you look at anyone who's super successful in life, they've tried something new. They've gone and done something that most people don't do in life. And it pays to take a risk once in a while. So I want to tell a story about, personally, I, in the past, didn't really branch out, didn't talk to a bunch of new kids up until last year and this year. I talked to a whole bunch of kids that I've never talked to before, and I really see their side of things where my friend group wouldn't really see the kind of people that they are and the kind of thoughts that they have. It kind of opened my life up to a broader spectrum, if you will. Trey. So anyway, I gotta find where I was. Personally, I think to be happy, it's all about being yourself. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna reiterate all these things that I talked about. It's all about being yourself. Hence, I titled the presentation "Happ-I-ness" with the I by itself, because happiness is all about the person that you are. It's about creating your own happiness, where when things really don't go as planned, making them go as planned. So kind of getting out there and making things go your way. It's all about keeping a smile on your face. Don't let material things define you. Let yourself define you. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. As simple as that. It doesn't. And try something new every once in a while, because you never know when something will surprise you. Thank you.